Hello everyone, this is Mira Kelley. I'm leaving Los Angeles today after having been here for 3 weeks. This was truly a wonderful trip for me. I got to do some incredible past life regressions. I met so many wonderful people and some of them became really close friends, and I'm just so grateful for that. In all honesty, Los Angeles became home for me. And one of the things that made this trip so remarkable was my past life regression workshop in Santa Monica. It took place a few days ago, and it was truly a wonderful experience for me. It was the very first workshop I have organized by myself. Up until that point, I have spoken at places where other people have taken care of the organization. And I want to say thank you to the people at Nam Yoga for hosting us and for providing such a beautiful sacred space for us to have our past life regression workshop there. It was humbling and so wonderful for me to see so many people there. And some of the people were people I have worked with in the past one-on-one and done regressions with them. So I was joking how we must have done something really right during their sessions for them to still want to spend time with me and be with me in person. And I got to meet so many new wonderful people. And my own favorite part of the workshop was after the past life regression we did, people were sharing what they have just experienced. Some of the stories really made me cry, some made me laugh. It was just such a wonderful dynamic with the group and everyone's energy to hear the stories, to create the sharing. And something truly remarkable, extraordinary for me happened. Up until that point, whenever I have worked with people and done past life regressions, when doing one-on-one sessions, after people have experienced as many past lifetimes as it made sense for them, I would always connect them with the energy of their higher self, of their angels and their guides, so that they can receive guidance on how to apply these lessons they have just experienced through their past lives into who they currently are, into their current life. And during this workshop, when people would share with me the stories of what they had just gone through, there was such a profound knowing within me of what was the reason they were experiencing this, what was the lesson, what was the connection with who they are today, that I just felt so certain in sharing that information with them. And you can call this experience, you can say, well, I've seen so many stories and I've heard so much that I've been speaking through experience and being able to bring that experience into reflecting back and helping people understand the past lifetimes they had just gone through. Or I actually believe this is what happened. I really believe that during the regression, because I always do this, I always go into trance with my clients as well, I believe that in that trance state I reached into my own higher self, and my own higher self was really communicating directly with these people's higher self, and then I was just downloading directly from their higher self what they needed to hear back and what they needed to reflect upon, and how these stories relate to who they are today. This has, as I said to you, never happened to me before, so it was such a fulfilling experience for me. It was definitely a first. And it gave me an awareness of my greater connection to the oneness of who we are. It gave me a greater appreciation of being able to actually feel so connected to the divine and being able to serve others through that. It was honestly such a heartwarming experience for me. And something else happened during that workshop too. I want to show it to you. This is a jar full of money. I have brought this jar with me so that people can put the money for the CDs that they purchase, my CD, or to pay at the entrance fee. So that's what people were doing. They were just putting the money right here in this jar. And ever since this event, I actually haven't removed the money. I haven't counted them. I still don't know how much money there is in here. But what I know is that I'm supported. Because you see, I see this jar as a symbol for how when you step into who you are, when you say to God, I trust universe, I'm here to serve through that which fully excites me, through that which really makes me feel alive. The universe, God, people step in and meet you halfway, because truly there are no one-sided coins. When you allow yourself to be who you were created to be, to bring your gifts and talents into the world, you are being supportive for them. You are going to find that the universe meets you halfway. So I am going to keep this jar in my living room. I'm going to put it right on my bookcase when I go home, and every time I pass by it, I know I'm going to have this swelling feeling in my heart of just feeling good, just feeling supported, feeling appreciated for who I am, feeling my talents being of service to others, and them, my talents, really helping people expand and shift into greater places in their life. You know, telling you this story actually reminds me of the very first time I did a past life regression when I got paid for it. Up until that point, I was doing sessions for free, and that was totally fine for me. I didn't see it as anything being wrong. In fact, I could have done sessions for free till the end of my life because I loved it so much. It was giving me so much back in return to just be able to be of service to people in that way. So the very first time I got paid for a session, I got paid $100. So when I received that $100 bill, I put it on my bookshelf, and honestly, it sat there for the longest time. And every time I passed by it, it served as my little symbol that I can get paid for doing what I love. Because back then, I was working as a lawyer. And honestly, for me back then, I was making such a good salary that $100 was not an exorbitant amount of money. So every time I passed by that $100 bill, I was not thinking, oh, this is just $100, it needs to be so much more. Or I was not thinking of it as even money, as something that could buy me anything or something. I was truly thinking of that $100 bill as a symbol for my own ability to step into being who I am, and the universe rewarding me for that. So that's what I'm going to do with this jar. When I get home, I'm going to put it on my bookshelf, and I'm going to marvel at it every time I pass by it. And you can be sure it's going to stay there up until I do my next workshop, when I'm going to empty it again and again, give it as an open jar for people to put in the money for the CDs they purchase from me. And talking about a workshop, I am now truly excited to do workshops, as many workshops that I can. So now I'm planning to do a workshop in New York City, a past life regression workshop in Washington, D.C., in Chicago, Miami, Sedona, and San Francisco. And all these workshops are going to happen in the next 6 months. So you and I will have the opportunity to meet in person very soon. And if you are connected with a group of people, and if you would like me to come and speak to your group of people and do a past life regression workshop with you, please feel free to reach out to me either through my website, mirakelley.com, or to just email me directly, info@mirakelley.com. I look forward to bringing this work to many more people. And in the meanwhile, I just really want to encourage you to step fully into the power of who you are and seek everywhere around you and allow for that confirmation that you're being supported for who you truly are, for your gifts, your talents, and your abilities. Sending you all my love, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye!